Hi there. I'm going to go through the logo project, kind of start to end here on a pretty simple logo, but hopefully this video doesn't end up being too long. Um, just to kind of get you Fusion 360, um, just to really, those of you that are using this at home, really to make sure you know what you're doing with this. So the first thing I always do is make sure my units are right. And typically we're doing in inches, right? You can change it there if you want, then hit OK. All right, so next we have to insert our canvas, so to speak. All right, so this is the thing we're gonna trace over when I do install from my computer. You find an image that you downloaded from Google, unnamed.png. Okay, I'm gonna put it on this flat axis. All right, now scale. Um, you don't know how big your picture is typically, right? Like if you zoom in here, I don't think you can see the inch scale on here, right? You kind of have to just place it, hit OK, and then start a sketch on it. All right, so I'm going to start a sketch on this plane. When you do that, you can start to see the scale. So that's 0.05 inches right here, half inches right there. So this thing's only like a half inch wide, a little more maybe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit finish sketch. I'm going to go over here, right click on this, and do edit canvas. And you can scale your XY plane. So if it's a half inch, a little bit over half inch, and I want to make it like 2 inches or so, I want to make this 4 times the scale here. Okay, so to make it 4 times bigger, that canvas. Now it's different in Inventor Professional. I much prefer the way Inventor Professional does it, but oh well, you got a Mac. This is our only option. So I'm going to go back now into this sketch. All right. Your sketch palette is here. Different options here. I mean, I have snap turned off. I'm going to just minimize this. I don't I don't really like that showing up. My face is in the way over here as well. I like oh, there's this menu down here which is constructed. Okay, so this hand right here, pan it's called. You can click that hand and move your view around, which is very useful. Now I'm going to start drawing. We've got a lot of just solid lines here, right? So I'm just going to grab just a regular line. And you have different options for lines. You have lines, you have arcs, circles. Well, most of them are right here, but ellipses, all different stuff here. So I'm just going to do a regular line. I'm going to start sketching, and snap's turned off. I don't know if I'm going to do this whole thing. Now, it wants to connect the lines. I don't really want that. I'm just going to hit escape. And I'm going to draw this line. I'm going to go kind of fast here. And I'm going to use arcs to do those rounded corners. And actually, I could show you something else here, but I'm just going to do lines and arcs for now. So I'm just very roughly. So this one I can actually go ahead and connect it. So I'm just working my way through here, connecting up. Oops, that didn't actually connect that line. That's kind of funny. Made that one a little bit long, it appears, so I can grab it and move it down. I have my left hand over by the escape button, ESC, because man, I tell you what, I'm using that all the time. I really do like how Fusion 360 snaps to link up stuff. That is one of the big problems with Autodesk Inventor sometimes, is making sure lines are linking up together. Now, I don't know. Actually, that worked out fairly well. See that square appears? That's really cool. That means that your line is connecting, and that sometimes doesn't happen. And even though I'm not right on the design here, that's okay. It's better to make sure your lines are linking up than not. All right. So I have all the straight lines done. Let me grab this hand and pan and move myself. I want to be able to see everything. Got all the straight lines done here. Now I'm going to do some arcs. So I click here. Actually, I got to click here. arc, 3-point arc, and this is pretty cool. This, you just go like this, and then you can grab it. And I'm not gonna be too careful here. It snaps, and it's actually snapping kind of where I want it. This is very nice, actually. I'm kind of impressed by the way that this makes, oh, I forgot a vertical line there. You guys see that? So I just go grab a regular line, and draw it in there, hit escape. I'm gonna go back to create an arc, 3-point arc. Click here, here. This is actually pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. It's running pretty fast on this computer. This is a good computer. So hopefully at home it's acceptable. So we got all those arcs now. Everything's connected up. I hit escape. Looks like everything's connected. All right. Now the only other thing I'm gonna do, let me hit finish sketch here. All right. Get to the home view. Okay, so home view, this is kind of fronty. I thought I did it on a different plane, but that's okay. Now we're going to extrude. That's extrude right here. And we're going to select different surfaces. I'm going to make these all, which way are they going? It's going into the page. Okay, I want it to go distance. And I want it to go, oh, I don't know. I'm going to make the middle recessed in. So let's make this 0.4 inches. All right, so it's going that way. I don't want it to go that way. I want it to go the other way. Is it going to let me change that? That's weird. It's going that way, and I don't want it to go that way. I want it to go the other way. How do I flip that here? It doesn't look like I can. That's interesting. Why would I want it? Why is it going that way? I guess it doesn't really matter. I hit OK. All right, so there's a solid, but it is going to matter because when I want to extrude this now, it's not letting me get that now. So I got to make sketch 1 visible again. So you can't extrude unless the sketch is visible. So I'm going to make that sketch visible again. I'm going to hit extrude here. Now I want to extrude that, but I'm going to go 0.25 on this. Make it, but now see it's going that way. I have to figure out how to reverse that previous extrusion. So over here, you'll see body 1. That's your first extrusion. It doesn't list the extrusions over here, which I don't love. Let me double click on that and see if I can get that. No, it's not bringing that up. I want to edit that extrusion here. Why can't I edit that extrusion? That's interesting. Usually it would show, so in Autodesk Inventor Professional, it shows all the extrusions over here. You can see when you make it. So create, must be a way to change it here. All right. Extrude. I'm going to hit undo, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, that undo. All right, let me try that again. Extrude. I wonder if I have to go. Oh, you know what I could do for the distance? I just realized. I know how to make it go the other way. You have to do negative 0.4. That's going to bring it outwards. I don't know why it's making that the negative direction. But it is. Then I hit OK. Now I added something here. Bodies. Anyways, now I'm going to do another extrusion. I have to make this sketch visible again. All right, then I can extrude that. I want to make it negative 0.25. All right, there we go. So there's pretty much, but the problem with this is I only have 2 levels. I want a 3rd level, so I'm going to put this on a base plate. So I'm going to start another sketch on that flat plane again, which I have to select somehow. It's trying. You can also start sketches on these planes, but I want to get the sketch really. I want it to be on the back. I want it to be on this plane, right? So I can click on the back, and it's going to show me this view, which is fine. So I'm going to put some sort of base plate here. One thing you can do is kind of cool is this tool called offset. So offset allows you to grab a, it doesn't have the geometry in here. So hold on one second. I'm going to hit cancel there. I want to project some geometry in here. I remember how to do this. I'm trying to remember now. Where is that going to be? I've done this before in here, and now I can't see it. Project geometry. Oh boy, project, include. I don't know why. So we hit project. All right. So I wish this should be one of the main options here, but down here, project, include. We're gonna do project, and I can click these surfaces, and then hit OK. And what it does is it puts all the lines of those surfaces in my sketch now. In this sketch I'm in, this is a new sketch. So then I'm going to hit offset now, and I should be able to see that stinks. It's not going to work that way. I'm going to have to do that differently, I suppose. But anyhow, I'll just draw for now a rectangle of some kind, or an ellipse. You can always do an ellipse, put this on like an ellipse of some kind, or in a circle. I can do a circle, try to start in the middle of this. All right, make like a badge. I'm actually going to draw 2 circles here just to give it some depth. So now I'll hit extrude this one. I'm going to extrude it negative 0.1. All right. Let's make it a new body. You can do join. I guess I don't really want it to be a new body. I want it to just join material in here. All right, hit OK. The sketch disappeared. I got to turn the visibility on again of that sketch. I'm going to extrude this part out here and make this go negative 0.4. I don't want it to be a new body. I want to just add material. So that's interesting. The default is a new body, which I don't know if I like that. You can join to make it solid material. And then there we go. And then I turn the visibility off on all these sketches and stuff, and then you can see what your part looks like. So there's your part. All right. We've got 3 different levels here. We've got actually 4. We've got the 0.4, the 0.25, the 0.1. So I guess that's only 3. So we do have enough levels. Maybe I want to make that 1 extrusion. Where the heck is that extrusion? I don't know why it doesn't show extrusions. I'm gonna have to do some research on that, why it doesn't show the extrusions, why I can't go back and edit those extrusions. I'm gonna have to try to learn why that is in Autodesk Fusion 360. I really haven't used it very much, which you can probably tell. But there's your part. And then we talked about exporting it, I think, which you got to go to Tools, Make, right? Refinement, High, Output, Send. No, we don't want that. Refinement options. You have to first, though, before you do that, you have to change the settings here to millimeter. All right, then go to Make, Refinement. And I have to select this whole thing. don't want to send it to the utility. I just want to output it. It's going to save it as an STL. Bam, good to go, STL. All right, so that's the whole logo project, start to end, in probably a little too much time because I had to figure some stuff out. See, well, the thing that's bothering me here is not being able to go back and look at these extrusions that I made. It should list those all out as different extrusions. So I don't know why it's not. I'm gonna have to look that up. How to see, I could probably go right into Inventor now and say, okay, how to edit extrusions. Yeah, if you look, people have searched this before. Yes, you can. If you have a design history enabled, you have your sketch and extrusion feature in a line at the bottom of the screen. I don't know about that. Oh, is this it? Oh, here they are. Okay. They're not listed up here for some reason. Usually they're listed in here when you do these different extrusions. So this is the history of what we did. So if you want to edit an extrusion, like let's say I don't like the way that was our last extrusion. Let's see if I double click on it. Yeah, cool. Okay, so there it is. I can make it bigger now. Hit OK. All right, so they're just down here. That's kind of cool. Huh. I wonder if you can replay your modeling of the part. Is that how that works? Oh, that's cool. Oh, I like that. So we'll go to the end so you can see where it was. Oh, that's kind of neat. Anyhow, learn something new. All right. Hopefully this helps you, those of you that are behind on this. I'm going to do the same thing for Autodesk 360. There's a couple of people that kind of need to do that right from the beginning as well. And actually, I'll do the same logo, and then you can kind of see the two differences. All right.